I'm very upset by this. Having them out of order is one thing. Skipping 2 is unforgivable. So today, we're going to be looking at some random websites that were chosen by AI, Gemini specifically, and we're going to see if we can figure out what the heading levels are to see if AI could read it and understand the content.
Here's our next site, Scale. Breakthrough AI from data to deployment.
It's an H1.
H1.
That is a strange looking blob on the right. Oh, that's neat. Did you do that?
I don't think so. I thought about it. Did that make it happen?
Maybe. I mean, it is AI.
Okay, so this feels like a heading. It's really small text, but
it could be. It could work as a subheading, as a H2 in this case.
All right, AI for the enterprise, full stack AI solutions.
Text again.
So
I think that whole thing should be in heading 2. AI for the enterprise, full stack AI solutions. That whole thing should be in H2, even though they're treated differently visually.
Okay. That is not a way that I do it. So that's an interesting thought.
I don't typically do it either, but in that case, if I'm reading it, AI for the enterprise.
They're both interesting.
Full stack AI solutions.
Yeah, they're both good, strong statements that deserve headings. And now we're in
This would be the solutions for the enterprise, so this would all be H3s.
Okay. Generative AI providers we partner with. I want to make that an H2. Apply
so
AI
this one, I think,
agentic solutions.
I think that whole thing is a heading, much like the one above. Even though the text is treated differently, I think the heading is Apply AI agentic solutions.
Yeah, I think that works. I also think agentic solutions is a fantastic H2. And then they split us into 2 different groups. I'm gonna make this an H3. And just have this kind of as a span tag above.
Yep.
Build AI. So what was the other one? We have a theme here. Apply AI. Now we're building AI.
So okay, we could go back and revise this because now we have a story, right?
Yeah.
We could go back and make these smaller eyebrow texts above the sections headings, and then lower the heading level below them because we now have this sort of 1, 2, 3 step.
In that case, the build AI would be the H2.
Right.
And the powering frontier AI would be the H3. We have changed the game of AI.
I think in this case, I'd use that big bold text as the heading, and in this case, a heading 2.
Mark Zuckerberg, there we go. That's a pretty good testimonial. Not everybody has that testimonial. So H2, we've seen this be an H3.
Yeah, it's way too long to be an H3 though. It's a block quote.
Yep, I agree. So we have case studies and resources. That's the H2, and then I want to make these H3s. Yeah, I probably want to make H3s. Big call to action. H2.
I'm not sure it needs a heading at all. If I'm thinking about SEO and AI optimization, is it something we want to draw attention to?
It's just a call to action.
It's just a call to action. Search engine optimization.
Let's start building.
You do see some calls to action listed in the search results, like contact us or that kind of stuff. But those are usually pulled out of navigation. They're not pulled out of page content. I think this is just content, but it doesn't really have a heading. But I'm not sure it actually needs one.
Let's have the reveal.
Ooh.
Scale AI logo. So this is an H1, or sorry, H2.
H2, that's strange.
You don't need that.
No. In fact, it might be confusing from the get-go. There are ways that we can identify brand semantically. That's brand, it's not a heading.
This is what we said, H1. They did make this an H2, which
I don't think it is.
I don't agree with that either. So they're choosing to make this larger text the H2.
And I'm fine with that too. I still think using all of that text, AI for the enterprise full stack AI solutions, as the heading is a bit more descriptive.
Oh, and they missed this one to be an H3.
Yeah. It looks like they have some semantic structure problems coming up. They didn't use titles inside here, which is okay,
one of them.
But potentially missing opportunity.
Yeah, I think both we're missing H3s. Both the section above and this section.
Here come the semantic issues.
We have is an H2, and then we jump all the way to an H4.
Yeah,
and it's the name.
An H3 needs to follow the H2.
Yeah. So what I found in building websites is this could be used on other pages, where it is, and you're defining the H, 3, H4 at the code level, and then you just throw it wherever it belongs, and all of a sudden it's not right.
Yep.
So
that could be the case here.
There's a developer out there that's like, no, that's why that's the case here.
It's not the worst offense we've seen today looking at sites, but it's certainly. But is Mark Zuckerberg's name really?
I think that's a very good point. This does not need to be a heading.
No, I don't like it.
We're falling apart.
Yeah.
H4s for.
Those are 5s.
Sorry, H5s.
Yeah, we skipped 2 whole heading levels here. I'm not sure why. I'm very upset by this. Having them out of order is one thing. Skipping 2 is skipping unforgivable scale. But you skip 2 levels. That's
okay.
serious.
And then we have a problem. This is an H3.
That is?
Yep.
Oh, and it's under the H. Oh, weird. Yeah, that needs to be an H2. That needs to be pulled back to the surface.
Yeah, H2 would pull it back up.
Yep.
And this was that text that you said maybe it doesn't need to be a heading. So make it an H2 if you are making it a heading.
They're not too bad, but
it's not, yeah.
Given the visual, the way the visuals line up on here, they did pretty good with them. I still think there's room for improvement, but it's not the worst one we've ever seen. We've looked at a lot of different examples today, how heading levels are done right or not done quite right. It matters to search engines. It matters to the AI crawlers. I think if you focused on your heading 1s, heading 2s, and potentially heading 3s and got those in really good shape, you're taking a big step forward.